Hi, this is Gary Kayye. We're here at ISE 2020. This is the very end of the day. We had to literally come back and shoot this. We originally had this scheduled for 2:30. Had to come back and shoot this at 6 p.m. because the booth was so darn busy. I got Graham Kirkpatrick here, the UK's AV Service Professional of the Year award winner, by the way. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
And we're here to talk about NEC and the presence at ISE. NEC has had a very active presence in ISE since the very beginning, and obviously have a love for the show.
Absolutely. It's going to be a shame as well leaving Amsterdam. I think this is my 14th year at the event. I've watched it grow. Amsterdam has become quite famous for hosting the show. So yeah, we're going to go out with a bang. This year we've had quite a few new solutions launched, which we'll go through on the stand tour later today. So
yeah, we're actually going to do a stand tour. We're going to walk you around so you understand how the stand was designed. NEC's actually won the Best Stand of the Year award, I think 2 or 3 years in a row. So therefore, is it 2 years in a row? 2 years in a row. So this is probably going to be one of the best stands on the show floor again. So you're going to want to make sure you're going to go through and understand the design vignettes that they have in here. But we're also going around and shooting individual product videos. We actually did that on the whole entire stand. So you can go to ravepubs.com/ISE2020. Type in NEC in the video search window. You can find all the products we're going to that they launched here at the show. But Graham, let me go back to first off, I know that NEC had worldwide, globally, had a fantastic 2019. 2020, what do you think it's going to be like? There's a lot of focus on collaboration, a lot of focus on signage. Where do you think that is going to be the big winning segments of the market?
Absolutely. I think for certainly across EMEA, the trends that we're looking at are really about engagement and experiences. So if I look at some of the products we've launched, we have behind us our new 0.95mm LED in a full UHD resolution. So this has been a big talking piece, so it's great that we're going to start here at the show. I think we're going to see a lot more around IoT presence as well. So I know that you've done very well in lyrically about the new UC platform, rAVe, and Quick Launch. We're one of their platinum partners, so we've got a host of their solutions on the stand today. Well, this week, in fact, and that's been really popular. This engaged a lot of conversations with new customers. I also think as well, a key thing for us is going to be about the new generation of displays and new embedded platforms that we're going to be moving forward with 2020 and beyond.
Yeah, in fact, you have a whole display in the other side of the booth that is AV over IP directly to the display. So you've integrated the AV over IP technology into the display technology for not just video, but also control management platforms. I know a lot of the booth is also engaged through the Out platform and the signage platform for analytics. And I mean, you've got everything connected well. Actually, what's interesting about NEC is one of only two, I'm pretty sure only 2 manufacturers in the world that make every display technology that there is. I think there's only one other company I can think of that make every single display technology that exists.
Correct. Yeah, so we tell it as a great story, the fact that we can take the customer journey all the way from the desktop through to external signage. It's also a great kudos for customers that are looking to make sure they can take brand recognition and performance. So NEC does very well as being the premium brand to go to market for that. From a global entity point of view, we now have customers probably in the region of a couple of thousand customers now that really have got 3 or more of the NEC technologies throughout their entire global estate. So it's a great story to tell with new customers when they're looking to understand why the NEC experience is one of the better experiences they can go through.
Yeah, and like I said, we're going to go around and do a show floor tour, but before we do that, I want to ask you one last question about one of the technologies you referenced a minute ago, LED. Behind you, you have the 0.9, is it 0.9 millimeter?
0.9, that's correct.
0.9 millimeter. Now we're getting close to the resolution of putting a projector or flat panel display in the room. And of course, the technology LED is not only brighter, but also gives you the ability to have a longer life. Although laser projectors, 20,000 hours, it's getting hard now to pick one technology for every application because you do have technologies that cross lots of different applications.
No, absolutely. And if I reference our home base in London, where Display Solutions UK team are out of, we actually have our showroom set up to have LCD video wall technology at 110 inches next to a 1.2mm pixel pitch at 110 inches with projection at 110 inches, so the customers can make an informed choice. It gives them the ability to see differences in color saturation and color temperatures, which is a key talking point.
Yep.
Seeing those technologies individually, it's very hard to sell the story as to why there is a justification of additional costs. But the color spectrum in the LED is so much greater than both other technologies. But I think it also helps as well that LED is starting to have a flavor of commoditization to it. So it's becoming the new technology where big picture and influence is really important.
Yep.
So whilst we've launched a couple of new laser projectors here, they're really at fixed venue, probably for higher education, university type marketplaces. But we're seeing LED now being adopted in the meeting rooms, specifically boardroom applications where information replication, certainly where there is design or there is a color performance to it, is ever so important. And I can only ever see that marketplace growing as pixel pitches, as you mentioned, become finer. We've launched 0.9. I know that there are other competitors out there now that are in 0.7s,
Yep.
starting to look at micro LED or chip on board other
Yep.
technology as well. So this marketplace is only going to grow, and as it grows, it's going to obviously increase competition, it's going to reduce prices, which is going to lead to further developments. And I genuinely think out of the show today, and I've been round into some of the halls today, LED really is the talking point on most of the people's stands here this year.
Yeah, and a lot of people are asking sort of when LED is going to be the primary, whereas right now you have a price issue, but you know everything's sort of a trade-off for what your application really needs. But you're like I said, you're one of the only manufacturers in the world that offers every technology. Of course, you can see all this what we're going to shoot here, all at ravepubs.com/ISE2020. Type in NEC in the video search window, but you can also go to nec.com and nec.uk. Is that right?
So it's NEC display, NEC-display-solutions.com.
Yeah.
You've got NECdisplay.com, which is the America site.
Yeah.
And you can also go to the corporate site, which is nec.jp, and then find the regional sites from there. So
yeah. So you have lots of. You can just Google NEC display, you'll find it all over the place.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I would also recommend that anybody that starts to go into the website starts to look at like the solution zone, where you have partners that have brought solutions together with multiple technologies, or have brought some of our eco partners into the way they've delivered a solution. So we have a very rich information website which customers can definitely gauge a lot of interest and a lot of information from, which generally helps with selection process for NEC.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, you actually incorporate your partners into the booth here at ISE. You have 5 or 6 partners on the bottom level, and I know that you have some products behind the scenes that you've got partners that are highlighted as well. Like you mentioned, UC Workspace, Hyperwall is back there as well.
Yeah.
So you've obviously incorporated them into your display. Again, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Gary.
Congratulations. We're going to go take a booth tour and join us. So make sure you search for that other video. Search NEC Tour at ravepubs.com/ISE2020.